I'm the founder of the Spokane Cyber Cup, and we're going to go through the DNS Scavenger Hunt challenges. This set of challenges was written by Andrew Antles, and they have really funny hints. I really appreciated it. In the land of tech, it's pretty important to be able to understand the basics of DNS, be able to find people, and find various things. And I think this is a really good example that's really cool. A lot of thought went into this for sure. So, as we always do, we read the prompt, we read the hint. Lots of interesting information can be found in DNS and domain registration records. Let's dig up some details using publicly available information. Email destination. If I want to send an email to mcdonalds.com, what IP address would I send my message to? Hint. If I want to send a postal message to McDonald's, I need to set them in a directory. What is the system that email servers use to look up receipt addresses? So MX is the email mail address of DNS. DNS stands for domain name service, and it's the black magic thing that sends a domain to the IP address. Now, if we look up, we can literally just go on Google McDonald's MX. Nope, that didn't work. DNS look MX record lookup McDonald's. So you can literally just look this up, and we try to find an IP or an MX record. And if we look at MX records, we get 52.3.1.883. It works pretty well. You could also do this from the command line if you really wanted to, but I think it's actually just easier to look it up. When I was using NS lookup, it actually didn't work, and I was kind of confused. Another really good tool for this is MX Toolbox. And there's various tools and stuff here that we can use in there with this. It doesn't just have an MX lookup. And if we type in mcdonalds.com here, we'll also get it when it eventually loads. Cool. Yeah. So 52.3.1.83. And this makes sense. Like, this isn't some sort of secret or really bad information. This is just stuff that you need to have for the internet to run. Like, you need to be able to find somebody's IP address for it to work. Cool. So that is the first challenge. Now we have the second challenge. The second challenge is the creator of the Spokane Cyber Cup is Maxwell Doolan. He runs an awesome website at maxwelldoolan.com. You should check it out sometime. Where does he host his website from? Hint. This is a tough one. I might need a pointer. Pointer. Well, that is me. I agree. It is a pretty awesome website. I put a lot of effort into it. I didn't tell him to do that. He did it on his own, but I thought it was pretty funny. So if we go to my website, we need to figure out where it's hosted at. So what he's alluding at here is the pointer DNS record. I actually don't remember what this is off the top of my head. So it says a DNS pointer record provides a domain associated with an IP address. DNS pointer record is the exact opposite of an A record, which provides the IP address associated with the domain name. Okay. So the way I would probably solve this is I would just look up like who hosts this website and do some like hosting checker, and I would just type in my domain, and we can see it's Amazon or AWS specifically. So that works out pretty well. This is actually perfectly correct on how I host it. I hosted my website on EC2 instance. For the actual solution of this, I would be a little bit worried about students messing this up because the names can differ. Is it Amazon? Is it AWS? Is it Amazon with a capital A? So I think we will be pretty lenient on this one in terms of how the flags go. The final one is the domain registration lookup. Now, the Spokesman Review is a local newspaper and one of the longest running in the area. They run a domain at spokesman.com, what is the email address of the admin of this domain? Hint, if you ask me who the admin is, I'd ask you right back, who is it? Haha. Got him. So that's pretty funny. So as the hint suggests here, who is another type of lookup we can do. So we can go back, who is lookup. Guess I'll just try this one. And we can do spokesman.com. And if we just search for email, we'll see that this is itbusiness@spokesman.com, which is the answer. So the goal was to find the email, and we're able to do that with a whois lookup. Now, a lot of these things are really helpful when you're doing, when you're a system administrator or trying to understand how the internet works. So this is a set of 3 challenges. This is email destination, find the hosting provider, and domain registration lookup. Thanks again to Andrew for writing this challenge. It was really fun, and I got some good laughs out of the MX McDonald's and all the different hints. Thanks, everyone.